Pastor Andrew here. More wisdom from the book of Proverbs. Chapter 26, verse 13 says, a sluggard says, there's a lion in the street. A fierce lion is roaming the roads. First of all, I just love the word sluggard. Wherever you are in the world, just say the word sluggard. It just feels really good on the tongue. But the book of Proverbs is always warning against the lazy person, the sluggard, the idle person. God does not want us to be idle. And what the proverb is trying to highlight here is that the sluggard, the lazy person, the idle person is always living their life with excuses. And this person is saying, I can't go outside because there's a lion in the main street of Jerusalem. Do you know what? There wasn't. There was maybe a cat in the street, and they were just exaggerating. Why? Because they didn't want to get up, they didn't want to go out, and they were making excuses. And here's the truth, that some of us, yeah, we can make an excuse one day, we can make an excuse one week, but sometimes if we allow that to become a pattern, it becomes a lifetime of excuses and a lifetime of not fulfilling our destiny. And that sort of level of excuse and procrastination can actually be crippling to the plans of God. Some of our best friends back in Ireland, they were in their mid-50s and they came to me, and I remember it so clearly. They had a very successful children's ministry in Ireland, and they were so hugely respected, and life was just set up for them. And really what they should have done is just, been in ministry, had their successful pattern for another 10, 15 years, and had a joyous retirement and wrote the book about it. But guess what? They came to me and they said this: God is calling us to the nation of Zimbabwe. Yeah, down in southern Africa. And at that point, Zimbabwe was in a meltdown. Everybody was running out, but they were running in. And they said, we just can't stay here. We have a dream and we have a destiny of literally reaching thousands and thousands of children with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And guess what they did? They sold their home. They left the country. Somehow they got a visa, and they're still in Zimbabwe. And God has blessed their ministry so much. Here's a reality. They saw a literal lion, because there are lions in Zimbabwe. They never made any excuses. Everything was against them, but they weren't lazy. They weren't idle. They didn't make excuses. Why? Because they had the call of God in their heart. God has a big life for you and I to live, and I want to encourage you today. Don't exaggerate what's out there. You know what? Don't make excuses for idleness. God has a plan for you. Get up, get out, look the lion or the cat in the eye, and go for it.